host position in the center. We're beautifully done.
Yo guys, no bet winner, no entry.
Okay, Mr. Bet winner.
Sports fans out there, are you ready? It's a beautiful evening and welcome to tonight's game. The lady shows up and she's been denied. Oh no. But wait, she's back with Bet winner. Wait. Oh, what a beautiful pass. And it's a
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below 18 years, and gaming can be addictive.
Me did the young antechua, and maybe I'm discovered for Europe. I come a bush for Ghana. No, me used to tap send, tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Eye easy, eye convenient, eye fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover a map him. Tap send. Intienne, also download the tap send app no ever mobile phone so free. Na first ka come we busuya for Ghana fa na nyina. Tap send. Papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. For check it. For check it. Green select glucometer, check it. For check it. Put sugar level, for check it. For check it. For check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Another week just started here on Sammy Flex TV, and you should know that when the week starts like this, we come in with all the energy, all the strength, all the vigor in us to do the work of God. And to us, our work of God is to make sure we are giving you some entertaining content here on Sammy Flex TV. And anytime you are one of our subscribers and you click onto our videos, we feel so blessed to have you. So once again, I'm saying thank you. God bless you for subscribing to us. If you have not done that, what are you waiting for? You also can do that now because you are part of the reason. Every day, night, dawn, every time we are working to make sure the world is watching something from Ghana, something from Africa, and maybe something from the world. Once again, my name is Sammy Flex, and I'm here with Digital Rasta Currency, who is handling our camera for us, and Richie Flex is the editor and director of our shows here on Sammy Flex TV. Once again, I want to say thanks to you guys. Yesterday, I was overwhelmed with the messages I received from all over the world when I celebrated my birthday. That was 26 March 1980. You know, I'm a big boy now, 43 years of age, and it feels so good to know that, yeah, we are still here, even feeling more energetic and feeling more super. I'm so happy that you are one of the people who made the birthday celebration a worthwhile. Thanks for your gift. Thanks for your plenty Facebook, Instagram, Twitter messages wishing me a birthday. I was just relaxing, and yesterday decided to spend the day with my family. As a matter of fact, I did not do much. I was just there reading messages and reading some contributions from people, and I was like, wow, this is a life worth to live. You have to make sure that your life also influences others to live as well, and that was even a big deal for me. Then later took my girls out, went shopping small, and came home, and today we are here. We still have our life, and we thank God. We pray that we will even be 100 years in strength, not 100 years on sickbed. That one is not necessary, yeah. But in strength, if you can still walk and do your things, that is what we are looking for and more. So once again, guys, thank you, and let's go straight. Let's start the week here on the show. What I'm about to do, I know definitely it will stoke some controversies. I know definitely some people will not understand why I am doing this. I know definitely some people will come fighting. I know definitely to some people it will not sit well with them. But you see, with my experience in the game, sometimes if I see some of these things and I pretend I've not seen them, maybe out of fear, maybe out of the fact that someone will say, why is Sammy Flex doing this or that? Then I'm doing myself a harm and I'm doing the industry no good. Once again, it is not because I am specially affiliated or attached to someone that is why I have to tackle this. It is because I'm just looking around, and if I realize someone is doing this to another person, I'll not be happy. So why would I sit here and feel like everything is okay and let things be the way it is? No, everything is not okay. Now, what am I talking about? Let me go straight to the point. Let me hit the nail on the head and not beat about the bush. Number one, it is between Kojo Sheldon, once again, and what he has started doing about Shatta WALE and his works. We all know what has happened. I'm not sure I have to go back to it. Maybe to those who might be new on this issue, I can give them a little brief on the background according to what I'm about to talk about. Where for Shatta WALE and Kojo Sheldon, they were involved in a banter here and there, and it ended that, okay, I am Shatta WALE. You are Kojo Sheldon. I'm a content creator. You're also a content creator. That is fine. But henceforth, to me, don't use anything concerning me for your content creation. Do everything you want to do in this world. But to me, my name, my products, my works, don't touch any of them in your content creation. Just do it. And don't mention my name. We did not know what really was the penalty should he mention Shatta WALE's name. We did not know. Whether it was official, unofficial, spiritual, physical, we did not know. The only thing we also saw was that Kojo Sheldon, another video, also came back and said, okay, if this is what Shatta WALE is saying, he has agreed. His content, he's never going to use again. In fact, his song that he was using to introduce his program, he's not going to do it again. And again, I even heard some people saying some of the words that he's even done his name, he was ready to take them out from his channel or whatever. I know it was going to be a hell of a task because Shatta WALE is one of the guys that content creators have really done so much works about him. So if you say you're going to take away Shatta WALE's content from your channel, then obviously it is going to be a great deal of work. But of course, he could do it if he wanted to. If he wanted to, he could do it. No two ways about that. So we thought that was going to be the end of it because I know Kojo Sheldon has a plethora of content that he can do or he is doing anytime. And he is always active, producing one content or the other. In fact, the good thing about Kojo Sheldon is that his content cuts across politics, social, sports, almost everywhere. He's doing something from that arena. So that was fine. And we thought if this is what both parties want, then there will be peace. At least everybody will wake up knowing that we are living in a peaceful condition. Nobody is against anybody. Nobody is mad at each other. But of course, we woke up and the story seems to be different this time around. And what am I talking about? We have been seeing tweets provoking one person. And these are tweets from Kojo Sheldon, obviously provoking Shatta WALE. And I know there will be some people who will not see anything wrong with this until maybe one day Shatta WALE starts ranting. I know some people who will not say anything about this until maybe one day Shatta WALE also reacts. In his reaction that we cannot measure, in his reaction that we cannot quantify, in his reaction that we cannot calculate, whether it will come big, it will come small, it will come medium, it will come high or it will come low. Nobody can calculate. Nobody can predict it. But I'm sure we are all watching. It did not start now. It did not start yesterday. But my interest is in the recent happenings. My interest is in the recent happenings where some two tweets from Kojo Sheldon obviously suggest that he is mocking at Shatta WALE. Now, let's go on to the first one. So, on 21st March 2023, around 3:59 p.m., this is what he tweeted. 200 songs, no nominations. Ow. 200 songs, no nominations. Ow. And if you and I, we want to be very objective, we want to be very honest, we want to be very truthful, we don't need any angel to come from heaven to come and tell us who Kojo Sheldon is talking about. If you want to behave like you don't know, then your hypocrisy, I've not seen one before in this world. If you want to believe like you don't know who Kojo Sheldon is talking about, then I don't know what kind of person you are. Once again, If you claim you don't know what Kojo Sheldon is talking about, then you don't have any problem or you don't have any case to be part of our showbiz industry here in Ghana. We all know that Kojo Sheldon is in this particular tweet mocking Shatta WALE. But why should this even be mockery? To start with, one, we know Shatta WALE isn't even part of the VGMEs. We know he's not part of it because of some 2019 issues that happened between him and Stonebwoy, where the award scheme placed a ban on them. Now, after a year, the award scheme released a ban on them. Stonebwoy joined, but to Shatta WALE, he thinks that for this reason and that reason, he does not want to join currently. And at the moment, we all know he's not part. We all know that when the award scheme opened its nominations for artists to file, we know he did not put in a nomination. We know he did not file because he didn't want to be a part of it. Or he sees himself not to be a part of it. We know. Unless you are telling me you don't know all these things, then I'll know your level of hypocrisy. Then I'll know that when you come and tell me I'm a hypocrite, your hypocrisy, I've not seen one before in this world. We know. So if you come out and you write or you tweet that 200 songs, no nominations, how? What do you intend to achieve? What are you looking forward to achieve? What do you want to gain out of this? Now let's move on to another tweet that I also saw. I'll be wrapping up very soon. We are not spending so much time here at all. In this tweet, he said, first A-list artist to release an album for no song to chart in the top 100. First A-list artist to release an album for no song to chart in the top 100. This was also made on March 25th. That is just last Saturday. And he comes again to write that, I have not mentioned anyone's name though. I have not mentioned anyone's name though. And me, I want to put it to Kojo Sheldon that in all these tweets, he should hide his hypocrisy. If he thinks he is stronger, if he thinks he can do whatever he wants to do and still go scot-free, then he should be bold and come out and say, Shatta WALE, this and that is what is happening to you. And that you've released an album and it has not topped any chart in Ghana. In recent times, tell me which A-list artist has released an album. Check the date he made this tweet. Go back about maybe some 1 month or so back. How many A-listed artists have released albums that is calling for someone to be part of a chart-topping list anyway? You see, guys, let's all be careful how we deal with people's emotions. We all don't know what people go through in their closets. We all don't know what people suffer when they are alone. We all don't know what people do to get to where they are. See, when you do this, especially this particular tweet, that for first A-list artist to release an album for no song to chart in the top 100, it is just equal to trashing someone's effort. That's what it means. It means that you are trashing someone's effort. Someone who has struggled, someone who has worked extremely hard to get where he is now, you are just trashing the person's effort. And I still want to believe that some of these things we should not encourage. Some of these things we should not look at it and pass. And that when the next person comes to react or comes and does something, then we will all be against that person. I know some people don't understand, but me, I'll talk about it. Yes, I know some people will be writing all sorts of comments, but they are not seeing all these things to condemn it. For the past days, I think for the past 2 days or so, since Saturday or so, I've seen how Shatta WALE has been going back to back with some fans on Twitter. I've been seeing it. You see, all these things, as a creative, if you have people who are leading, enabling others to misbehave like this, then you know what I'm talking about. And these tweets from Kojo Sheldon, these are just to enable those who are fooling to fool on Twitter. That is what he wants to achieve. To enable them to just start fooling. You can go check Shatta WALE's Twitter things from Saturday, Sunday to now. It has been like that. It has been like that because they have gotten someone to enable them to misbehave. They have gotten someone to enable them to do what they are doing. And that is what we are seeing there. As a matter of fact, some of us, When we see some of these things, we'll talk about it because we know that one day there will be a reaction. We know that one day someone will also do the same thing to retaliate. And that is where you see all those people who were pretending, those who were watching with just one eye. Now, when the next person comes and he also reacts, you see them coming up with their two eyes. Now they can see clearly. I've talked about this before. And when I mentioned it, I know how some people came after me, saying that, hey, why are you doing this? Why are you supporting everything Shatta WALE? No, I don't support everything Shatta WALE. When he does wrong on this platform, we say it. Even not me alone. All my panel members, anytime Shatta WALE does wrong, they say it. They only say it respectfully because we have to respect every person in this world. So even this, I'm talking to Kojo Sheldon respectfully that sometimes, and I remember doing that day, I made a statement that when there is a mad person, you don't go and poke the mad person. When there is a tiger or a dog sleeping, you don't go and poke the dog. And that when it comes to attack, say, hey, this dog, it doesn't have character. This madman, it doesn't have character. Because you went to poke at him. Ever since you guys all agreed, when you made your last video and said this is the last time you are talking about Shatta WALE, and then Shatta WALE also agreed that yes, don't talk about him again. Everybody was cool. Everybody was fine. You've been doing your works. You've been doing your videos. So what is the meaning of all these tweets? To achieve what exactly? So what? Is it pain? Is it anger? Like what exactly? So now I'm sure some people can really say that, okay, it is true. You can't live without mentioning Shatta WALE. Or you can't live without doing something, some of these things about Shatta WALE. Every time you just have to do something, just to poke at him. Bro, it is not fair. It is not nice. Me, I would only say it. I would advise you that all these things, they are unnecessary. If you can stop them, they'll go a long way to help you, your career and your brand. It is my humble appeal. I'm not here to fight you. I'm not here to attack you. I'm not here to abuse you. I'm not here to insult you. It is just as a brotherly love and as a colleague in the same industry here in Ghana with a mindset of promoting our people to also compete in the world. Some of these things are highly unnecessary. It is not by force that someone becomes your favorite. But even if the person is not your favorite, you don't also work at tarnishing the person's works. You don't also work at destroying the person's work. Someone just released an album. Do you know what went into creating an album? Do you know the effort, the cost went into creating an album? And you write a tweet like this, that first A-list artist released an album for no song to chart in the top 100. You are trashing the person's efforts. I'm not sure one day when someone takes your videos and says, oh, Kojo Sheldon doesn't do any better video, you'll be happy. I'm not sure you'll be happy. Or someone says, oh, you have been doing 20 videos every day, but we check YouTube trends and your videos don't come in. You are doing nothing. Charlie, you'll not be happy. No matter how you see it, you'll not be happy because you might not be happening or you might not be appearing in the trends on YouTube. You know your little gains. You know your little gains. Same way, Shatta WALE might not appear in the trends or in the top charts, but he knows his little gains. At least in these times, he was able to record a song with Vybz Kartel. You think it is a joke job? You think it is easy? You know the situation of Vybz Kartel. You know where he is now. And someone has been able to maneuver his ways to record a song with him, put it on an album, and you write a tweet to what? To discredit him? This is not fair. And if people would be very objective, they should condemn this. Just as when Shatta WALE does anything that they don't like, they condemn it. If people are very objective, they should condemn this. Nobody should come with that excuse, oh, he didn't mention his name. He didn't mention his name. Is he the only artist? Nobody. If you do that, then your level of hypocrisy out of this world, maybe underwater. The level of hypocrisy might be underwater and not on this earth. You are destroying someone's work. This attitude, it is distraction. Very destructive. And I wish we all come forward and condemn it. Like you live, you breathe, you eat, you do everything if you ignore all these things. Sometimes we say artists love to chase clouds. Maybe. I think Kojo Sheldon's way of chasing clouds there, it is crazy. He has a term, cloutenberg. I'm sure this is what he wants to do to live. He wants to be the chief cloutenberg. Yes, he wants to be the chief cloutenberg. Because these things you are doing, you are chasing cloud. Because you do this and yeah, the fans will come, of course. There are some people who also want some of these kind of conversation. This kind of conversation, there are some people who are just waiting for this kind of conversation to follow. So when you do some of this and then they come, then you'll be happy. Then your clout will come. Then you'll be happy. Mr. Cloutenberg, this is not necessary. Bro, I love your works. The hustle is no joke. This our industry, the online media in Ghana, it is no joke because we know how we struggle with our numbers. So the few people who are doing it, we have to support them, we have to encourage them. But this line you are towing, it is not the best. A word to the wise is enough. My name is Sammy Flex. I did it from my Sammy Flex studio. Once again, call it a shine, call it a whatever, but I'm here to do the work of God. Thanks to Digital Rasta Currency on camera, Richie Flex, editor, director of the show. And to you out there, thanks for watching. Feel free to share an opinion. If you want to be objective, throw it up there. If you don't want to be, it is also up to you. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.